I have an announcement to make and a surprise for you all. The surprise just entered the door. Apparently the top 4 of the modern event decided to split the prize pool. So there will not be any coverage of the semis or the final, I'm afraid. And they came to a mutual understanding. However, this does mean we have some extra time. And since people asked in the chat about it, there is a vintage side event going on. That vintage side event, we will be streaming the last round of the Swiss, which is just the 4th round. They only have 12 players, I think. Around 10 or 12 players. And my buddy, Ben, the dwarf man, the Locht, he had his ride go home. But instead, I have this sexy little man here. It's not that little, but he's damn sexy. Introduce yourself, my friend.
Hi, I'm Robert. I mostly play Legacy, sometimes Vintage, sometimes Modern. Depends on what shenanigans I'm up to. So,
and how do we spell shenanigans, Robert? Because that's your middle name on the stream.
S-H-E Nanigans.
S-H-E Nanigans. I think I got that. Falconeers. There we go. Nice adopted name. Then we go to the vintage. And we go to round 4 of the Swiss. Hopefully the little monkey that we call Timmy Verdonk the Red Lantern will be here soon with deck lists and placements. People are still looking at the standings and so on. We will try to get 1, maybe 2. I'm checking. Feature matches. The second match is being sit on by Matthias Dillen, and I don't know on the left hand side. Maybe you can recognize the person there.
I forgot his name.
But there is nobody at the main table.
No.
So yeah, we will have a look. Robert's been playing with us for 2 years or 3 years now.
Something like that.
So and we know each other at least that long. He's a aficionado of the same brewskis as me, both the stronger liquor kind and the beer variety. Yeah.
Guilty.
Later tonight we will have a little drink. Not too much, not too late.
He's lying, definitely.
Yeah, we need to wake up early tomorrow to get our legacy deck lists ready. Tom Neven, Quack00 in the chat, as you can see.
Yeah.
He's not lying, he's quacking about in the chat. He was asking what time the legacy starts tomorrow morning. If you're listening, Tom, the legacy is at 10:30, like the other tournaments.
Okay, yeah.
So,
way too early. Still run by then.
Yeah, I think it will start at 11, but be here at 10:30. We don't want another Matthias Lambrechts. And yeah, we are checking in on the tables. Let's have a look. If there is there's still nobody at the first table.
Where is our monkey?
Yeah, where is our monkey? Monkey boy. Talk to the people, Robert. I'm looking and talking to Monkey Boy.
Okay, we still see the game from Matthias and still person unknown. I think it's the decks are just shuffled, so there's still not much action. I don't know how to switch the screen, Jackie, so...
what do you need to see? Here, this. I just asked Monkey Boy. Well, this, Robert, is a screen that's live, and that's the screen that we can go to, by the way.
Right.
And if it's a big screen, then that's the live screen.
Alright. I'm fully up to speed.
Well, the monkey just told me in my ear, via the messaging system over there, that he's looking for the vintage deck list. Right. In the meantime, we shall swap-a-roo, and maybe you can help me out and check
I hope so.
the deck list and maybe whose belly button that is on the left-hand side.
Not mine.
No.
That was earlier behind the stage because I forgot my shirt and I had to swap with Ben's. So he's in full-size clothing and mine is a little breezy.
Okay then. Very nice. And I think both of our guts are a little wider than the person on the left side.
Yeah.
Can you tell? He has a Soul Ring in his opening hand, and what else? Chief of the Foundry, or whatever. The first card, Chief of the Foundry.
Ancient Tomb, and he goes for
Mana Crypt.
Mana Crypt, indeed, and for Foundry Inspector.
Not Chief of the Foundry. That's the blue one. Foundry Inspector.
So I think we have a Shops matchup versus. I'm not sure what Matthias is playing, but I'm suspecting something like Eldrazi, and I'm not sure.
Or some Texas. He likes to play some taxing deck. Maybe he has something along those lines.
I find this play mesmerizing. I'm getting sunk into it.
Normally we have two of them because they are ours, but the blue one has been put over this one and they match, so it goes over in the other side. Well, look.
Good for drinking.
Is that Talia Heretic Qatar that he just played?
Yeah.
I think he did.
Tom was saying Chief of the Foundry. I thought it was Foundry Inspector, but...
No,
check that?
I said Foundry Inspector.
Okay.
So that's the blue one.
Tom as well.
Tom says Chief of the Foundry, which you said.
No, I said Foundry Inspector.
Really?
So, yeah.
Then I was right.
Yeah, and he plays
Talia
2.0 and a Pearl.
Pearl, Heretic Qatar, Ravager came down. A 1 mana Ravager. He didn't take damage from the crypt because the dice haven't been adjusted.
Chief of the Foundry, but that's not Chief of the Foundry.
No, that's Foundry Inspector, like you said.
Yeah.
And here we have the best
player of the whole day.
Yeah. We have Matthias Dillen with
Desolate, with White Eldrazi.
Okay, so we were both right.
Mike Lambrechts, and he plays Ravager Shops.
So like this. That I thought it was.
Thank you, Timmy.
Timmy the Red Lantern, aka the Stream Monkey. He's doing awesome. Ravager Shops. Mike Lambrechts. I think this is correct. To be honest, whenever I look at these lists, I see maximum 1 or 2 cards difference. And look! Game over. We looked away to the lists for 1 second, and I think Mike Lambrechts may have won this.
How?
Well, on the right hand side we had a Mox Pearl, Ancient Tomb, and Natalia Heretic Qatar, and on the left hand side we had a Mana Crypt, Ancient Tomb, Chief Soul Ring, Ravager.
Yeah, that can go quite fast.
So I think, I'm not sure, but I think I'm gonna give a game win to Mike Lambrechts. And if it's wrong, Tom Neven in the chat, please do correct me. It's Mana Crypt. I suck. Welcome to the stream, Stan de Klerk. We're going to look at the sideboards.
Yeah.
On the sideboard side for Mike Lambrechts we find 2 dismembers for Gravedigger's Cage, which is for dredge, so it's not gonna happen here. Null Rods, which is not for this matchup either.
Yeah,
I guess.
maybe.
But not 3.
Normally you don't play that. You cripple yourself too much.
True. Tormod's Crypt is for
and it's,
dredge.
I think the engines might come in, and maybe the Witchbane Orb, but for the top mod seers, I think mostly for the top mod seers, but he doesn't know that, so I think he will bring in 2 Worm Coil engines, but what will he be removing? That's the question. Do we have a list of the that we can post for on stream? I don't know.
No, we don't have sideboard labels yet or panels yet. We're gonna work on that, but that's gonna take a little bit more time. We just have deck lists today and sideboard lists, which is the improvement for this tournament. By the way, next year we have 4 more tournaments.
Yeah.
With a total prize value of how much?
Too close.
Too close.
12,000 euros. Woo!
That's divided over all 4 tournaments, and it's guaranteed.
Yeah.
And it's in the form of a prize wall ticketing system.
And we'll have Modern, Legacy, Vintage, and Old School.
Yep. They will all take part, and like this was an unplanned Vintage stream because the top 4 split it and we had extra time to cover. So people like to see Vintage. Come check us out. 25 viewers at the moment. Maybe I should change the stream. Main event day 1, side event vintage, and update the stream information. There we go. Your content is okay. Alright. Stream should now have a correct titling. A little refresh.
I'm gonna pass the link to some other people.
That's awesome. In the meantime, I'm gonna look at Matthias Dillen's list. Cavern of Soul to Caracas, Eldrazi Temples Wastelands.
I think he will be boarding in the Stony Silences, the Fragmentize, maybe the Balance. I think, but not sure, the Swords to Plowshares and the Kataki Wild Ages for sure. Those things are a house. They're definitely a house. I love to play Hate Bears myself in Vintage, so that's absolutely cool.
Which is weird because you're such a friendly guy.
Yeah, but I'm also a big asshole. Oh, see, the Plow. I told you.
Plow came in. Inspector went out.
Inspector.
And it's 23 live. There we go. So Mishra's workshops into the chief of the foundry, or finery inspector again, and then
Sphere of Resistance
immediately plowed, and a Sphere of Resistance came off the mana crypt. Matthias follows up with an ancient tomb of his own, scratches his head and passes the turn. Mana crypt flip, odds is damage. No.
Yes, I thought so.
Yeah, apparently Marek says something else. I thought even was okay and odds is damage, but
no, you choose it yourself.
Okay.
Every time you choose.
Okay, but they change it. He changes it up. Wasteland on the ancient tomb. Balance, yeah, one of those lovely cards you probably like so much, Tom Neve. Definitely.
Okay, Jackie, you need to pass me the link of the stream because I'm not finding it.
The link of the stream.
Wait, yeah, the Magic Masters Mall. I'll
just
find it. Yeah.
Twitch.tv/magic_masters_mall.
Yeah, I'll pass it
And then you
around.
should be fine.
Right.
Phyrexian Revoker on. He may have named something. What would he have named?
Probably not Caracas. I'm thinking, if I'm looking at the list of Matthias, the Displacer.
Well, Matthias.
That should be the most logical choice. I'm not thinking of anything. Oh no, wait. He only has one land, so it might be waste. No, he can't name a non-land, so...
He plays Wastelands himself. That would kind of screw him over. But
It's
he
true.
floated 2 mana, that's why he took 2 damage, and he flashed in Containment Priest.
That works.
So that's the main deck Containment Priest right there. Is that something you wouldn't board out? Or do you really need that body to stay in? Because it's a weird matchup to keep the Containment Priest in.
Yeah, I think he
That's
has...
for Oath?
He has different things to board out. He has 3 Containment Priests. Should you board that out?
I don't know. I think it's 3 main deck Containment Priest is a lot. But yeah.
Yeah, I think he removed his control cards like the Thorn of Amethyst and things
blows?
like that because Mike plays the same things. So I think it's for the extra body that he can flash.
He used the die for which he showed he had 23 life and he removed it from the view. So I guess he took 3 damage from his script this time. I didn't even see what it ended up on. There, a Tangle Wire. That's gonna wreck Matthias's day and his mana base. So that's gonna be really bad. Especially with the Ravager in action.
We're back online. Okay, yes, Tom, I know Revoker can say lands. That's only pitting needles, so it normally set the brain fart. The displacer. That was the only logical choice, and I think Mark knows that. But he didn't place a paper.
In the meantime,
with it, so.
Tanglewire is wrecking everybody's day.
Yeah, Tom is having the blast. Is having the time of his life at the chat because, yeah, he sees his favorite cards being played. Matthias goes to 13.
They took a hit from the Revoker
And the Ravager.
and the Mishra's Workshop. Huh.
How do you take damage from the workshop?
The factory.
That's still a workshop. No,
this
is that a factory?
That's
oh,
a
it's very
factory.
unclear.
No, this is a workshop. This is a factory.
Yeah,
Yeah. Well,
that was a workshop. Okay, but
look, another friend of yours, Robert, is saying hi. Do you know Mr. Quirmet?
yeah, it's
Okay.
Sep. It's Sep.
Yep.
He will be joining us tomorrow. So
Sep will be the stream maestro tomorrow during the Legacy event with Glenn van der Rooij. Did I write this correctly?
shenanigans, I think so.
Alright, awesome. We all should get our own embroidered embroidered logos on the back of our shirts. Okay, Tanglewire down to 2. Sol Ring enters the fray. Matthias at 13. I missed 6 damage somewhere.
Yeah.
On Magic Lambrechts, maybe
I
2
think
turns
it's the
have passed.
Revoker. Just mainly the Revoker.
6 damage from the Revoker?
The Revoker.
What?
Ah,
Robert,
I'm too
what are you saying?
No, the Containment Priest. I meant
Yeah.
the Containment Priest. I'm just here for shits and giggles. So.
Shits and giggles. Well, I think it will be fine. I think it will be fine, Seb, tomorrow. Now the dwarf man behaved all day, but now Robert is farting the whole place. So it's a spicy one. Well, in the meantime, Matthias is getting hit for
5
another
damage.
5.
Coming in. 6?
6.
How is that 6? Revoker, the Ravager on 2 currently. So.
Another Tanglewire. So we're going down to 12 on Magic Lambrechts' side because of the Ancient Tomb activation, and -6 on Matthias Dillen's side.
I think Mike has it covered, yeah.
I
They
think-
shake hands, so
Yep,
it's
that's
over.
a 2-0. That's what happens. Vintage people, vintage can take and it can take 15 minutes. We do not have a backup match for this.
Again, Craig is having the time of his life.
Yeah. Man, this game rocks. Another Tanglewire. Yeah. Tom Neve, that's the amount of cards and the type of cards you really like. Hopefully we'll see them tomorrow with Trini Spheres.
Yeah.
Bringing it back to us, Robert. Well, that's how that went. Pretty quick, with a lot of mistyped and misnamed cards on our end.
Yep.
That's what I expected from me, personally, because I never touch a vintage deck. But yeah, how did you find the matchup there? Eldrazi versus Shops.
Yeah.
Would you rate it this bad? Like the beats that Matthias got there? Or
I think Matthias was a bit of unlucky, but I think the Ravager Shops has the upper hand, mostly because, yeah, the Tangle Wires, it does a lot of things.
does he not play also smokestacks and stuff like that? Or is it only
No, only the Tangle
Tangle
Wires.
Wires? Okay.
I think the disruption of Mike is more general, while the disruption of Matthias is more based on artifact-based decks, which can
Incremental.
work.
Yeah.
But I think Matthias should have mulled to different hands.
To Null Rod,
To Null Rod, to...
Chalice.
Well, Chalice is not a big thing.
Chalice on
against-
0 can help, but
can help, but...
actually, yeah, 0 can hit. a lot.
Normally, if you play your own pieces of Moxes and Black Lotus, you won't
Yeah, but
hit it.
he only plays like 4.
Yeah.
So it's a lot less effective than when 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the 3 damage thing.
By the
6.
way, the reason we forgot it, the reason why Containment Priest is in is for one simple reason.
Oath?
No, Eldrazi Displacer.
Ah, yeah, true. To make it a permanent exiling
Yeah.
effect. True.
And if he gets those two pieces online, it's game. But I think Matthias has had a bit of